For the stationery boxes, we can actually do some really cool designs and use what's already been designed and then brand it so we can actually really focus on making it a proper product. I'm going to use a website, and it's festi.info/boxes.py, and it allows us to create boxes and other things with a laser cutter. So if I wanted just to create a standard box, I could select and expand boxes, and as I mouse over each design, a picture may come up. It doesn't come up for each one, but it allows you to select that shape to get an idea of what type of box you would like. So for instance, there's a card box for playing cards, but maybe that's what you would like for your stationery box. There are lots, even down to things like an open box, and again the photos sometimes take a while, but sometimes they don't open up at all, to the sticky note holders that we use at the tech school. You can also go and find boxes with flex. Although these do look a little bit cool, so you can actually see they've got that rounded corner, they break very easily, and I would recommend against it. Same with the heart box. Looks cool, but very breakable. Then you've got trays and with drawer inserts, parts and samples. Have a look through and find out what's going to work for you. The parts and samples probably won't help too much, but you can try MISC, and there might be something in here that you might want to have a look at. So what we're going to do is all these different things exist, but here is a phone holder, auto legs, power supply, magazine file, so that's just a magazine thing. And you can actually see those shapes of T and T. That's that branding, that's what we want to put on top of our design. So I wouldn't recommend you make a magazine file, find one of the designs that works for you, but we're going to use magazine file as the example. When you select it, you'll get a lot of options, and it can be quite scary to see all these numbers. So I'm going to go through all the numbers that you need. The first one is the X, so it's width in millimeters. So sometimes you'll need to actually have a look at the design and figure out which one is which to get the width and the depth right. But generally I like to leave it as the default numbers or change it to what I know. So X is going to be 100, so I might change that to 150. My Y, which is my depth, which for this magazine holder I'm going to guess is how deep the magazines are going to be. Well, I'm going to say that that's a little bit bigger, and again it's in millimeters, so I'm going to set it to be, let's say, 250 millimeters, which is roughly 25 centimeters. The height is going to be 300. I'm happy with that number, so I don't have to change it. The next one is inner height of inner walls. Now, that is the part that can be confusing at times. It is the case where it's trying to determine what the design is actually asking you for. So I'm going to leave that on 0 because it says leave to 0 to leave them the same. I'm happy with that. Then I've got this option for outside. What outside changes is instead of these three numbers being the inside for how many books I can fit in, it's actually the outside measurement of how big the container is. Just by ticking that box, we'll actually change those from inner to outer measurements. So I'm going to leave that off because I want to make sure my magazines fit. The top edge is actually the edge for the top edge. It's always good just to leave it on straight edge. You can select the option and play around with the exports, but it's up to you to have a look at. So you may have noticed I never changed the top two settings. I would highly against change anything that stayed closed. If it was open to begin with, I would recommend you have a look at it. The thickness is always going to be 3 millimeters. That 3 millimeters is going to be really important because that's the material we're cutting with. So always make sure that is 3. The format, we can actually use SVG or AI. SVG never has any issues, but you can try an AI file as well if you would like, and it's working for Illustrator for you, but SVG is the best one to go with. Tabs, width of tabs holding the parts in place. Leave it, no need to change it. Debug, no need to change it. Labels. So labels is literally saying if it's the left side or the right side. I always turn the labels off and I try and assemble the jigsaw puzzle later. There says print reference rectangle with given length. We don't need that reference, so we can zero that out. It just means it's going to get rid of a little ruler that you see on the bottom of a map. Style for inner corners, again, you can choose which one it's going to be. I'm going to guess it's probably this little corner edge here. And these settings are going to be different for all the different models that you select. This is just for the magazine file. but the rules generally stay the same. For the burn, the laser cutter that we have at the Whittlesea Tech School has a burn coefficient of 0.13. So we need to make sure that we set that to be 0.13. When we go generate, it's going to generate some files, and you can actually see all the pieces have been pre-cut and ready to go. So you can actually see it's all that size. Now that is a lot of material for a magazine rack, so definitely pick something smaller. But I can open that up in Adobe Illustrator or Inkscape and actually put some custom branding. So I can tell that this is one of the side panels for my magazine rack. I'm going to guess that this big panel at the back and this big panel is going to be at the base, which means this one is going to be at the front in terms of the way the jigsaw goes together. So I might want to put a big logo or some form of sticker or something on that are a design as well. Look at the other Inkscape and Adobe Illustrator tutorials available to design what you would like. But all you need to do is go File, Open in the tool of your choice with this file. To save it, to get it ready for that, right click and you can go Save As and save it to your computer. Outside that, enjoy. Again, don't make a magazine file, but go through and try and find one of these designs that works for you. Sometimes when the picture doesn't come up, generate the file, see if you can figure out what it actually is trying to go and look at. Good luck.